Now the sport at St James Park. Exeter City have been entertaining fellow third division strugglers Mansfield. A report now from Martin Dean.
Exeter City picked up only their second league win of the season with a thoroughly convincing performance against Mansfield. Richard Evans gave them the perfect start with a goal after just 5 minutes, courtesy of a wicked deflection off Mansfield defender Alan Walker. Ronnie Jepson got the second half an hour later, and Exeter might easily have had more. Mansfield keeper Jason Piercy made splendid saves from Evans and John Hodge, and Tom Kelly missed a sitter. But Mansfield also had their moments in an entertaining match. Kevin Miller saved well from Stant, Wilkinson and Charles, but he was beaten by a Gary Ford shot, which fortunately for him cannoned away to safety off the woodwork.
This 3-1 win for Hereford proves more evidence that Torquay aren't doing too well in their travels this season. Things looked bright enough when Scott Colcombe headed in the first half corner to equalise Hereford's early lead. But the home side went ahead again before half-time, a lead they extended after the interval. A late rally by Torquay proved fruitless. On to the Potteries, where George Andrews reports on Port Vale's game against Plymouth Argyle.
A brace of goals in each half ended Plymouth Argyle's 6-match unbeaten run, with goals coming on 14 minutes from Sanderman, the second goal on 37 from Glover, and 11 minutes into the second period, Ian Taylor made it 3-0, with the misery being completed with a three-man move started by Taylor, Cross applying the finishing ball into the area, and Houching Julie applying the clinical finish to make it a 4-0, to make it a miserable return to the Potteries for former Stoke City and England goalkeeper Peter Shilton. The final scoreline, Port Vale 4, Plymouth Argyle 0.
In the GM Vauxhall Conference, another good win for Yeovil. They beat Stafford 2-0 at home. In the Beezer Homes League, Weymouth lost at home to VS Rugby 3-1. In the Jewson South Western League, a 5-1 win for Penzance over Wadebridge gives them a 2-point lead at the top of the table. Now the Great Mills League Premier Division results. Exmouth 3, Bideford 2, Liskeard 0, Paulton 2, Mangotsfield 4, Dawlish 0, Plymouth 7, Frome 4, Saltash 0, Clevedon 1, Taunton 1, Tiverton 2, Torquay 1, Westbury 3, Torrington 4, Chard 0. Well, Exeter rugby team continued their impressive season with this massive win at home over Askins in a rearranged Courage League match. Exeter took this match by the scruff of the neck. Scrum half and captain Andy Maunder secured their first try, barging over from close range using sheer strength. Their forwards were well on top, creating plenty of chances for the backs to run with the ball, and fly half Andy Green was on good kicking form too. By the end of the first half, Exeter had a 22-6 lead, this try courtesy of Paul Gillow. And some more rugby results: Berry Hill 22, Barnstable 14, Camborne 25, St Ives 0, Launceston 18, Redruth 11, Plymouth Albion 6, High Wycombe 18. Well, that's it from me. Don't forget there's a full roundup of all the sports results on Monday night. Pictures from that Exeter game and the Plymouth Albion game. Have a good weekend. Good night.